Hey guys, today we're going to talk about networking for introverted photographers. I personally understand this a ton. I am not the most extroverted person, but I have learned to manage that part fairly well. If you don't know a lot about me, I moved to Tennessee from Michigan when I was 18 years old, like 2 months after I turned 18. I didn't know a single person, and so I really had to learn how to network and put myself out there in order to get the opportunities that I wanted to be successful in life. And so I'm going to be sharing some tips with you on how to network if you're introverted and don't necessarily like talking to people and being out in big social atmospheres. So let's dig into this. Um, so studies showed that networking is one of the most effective ways to grow your business. So finding a comfortable way to network can lead to valuable partnerships and long-term success. So the first tip I recommend is doing one-to-one interactions. Schedule coffee meetings or virtual chats. Reach out to industry professionals that you admire and suggest like a casual coffee meeting or virtual chat. This allows you to build. I do this all the time. I love doing coffee dates with other vendors in the industry. It's a great way to get to know them on a more personal level and for them to get to know you. It doesn't have to be like any pressure, any salesy. It's like truly just getting to know one another and catching up, seeing how things are going. Running a business by yourself it's hard because not a lot of people understand it or can relate. And so getting to spend one-on-one time with other professionals is a great way to just get to know each other on a more personal level and commiserate over all of the crazy things that happen with running a business. The next tip is to attend smaller niche events. If you're in a smaller atmosphere, a lot of times it's less intimidating and there's a lot less social anxiety that comes along with it. I know personally, if I am attending a big event, a big conference, a lot of times I'll just Zoom through because I don't want to be in this big of a crowd. So attending smaller events is something that's really worked well for me in order to create these relationships and feel comfortable networking. The next thing you want to do is make sure you're focusing on quality over quantity. Make sure you're prioritizing building genuine relationships rather than just building as many contacts as possible. While contacts are great, a lot of times they either won't remember you or don't feel inclined to refer you because they don't have that good of a relationship with you. By creating these genuine relationships and connections, this is a great way to make sure you're leading to referrals, but also have somebody on your side in the industry. Tip four is to use social media to your advantage. We are in a day and age where social media is so powerful and can connect us with so many different people. We have the opportunity to connect with people all over the world in so many different facets of life. And so if we can connect and create those relationships online, that's great. Some of my closest industry friends I met online first and have maybe seen them in person a few times. There's a group of three of us that we talk every single day and we all met online. Use these to your advantage and just be genuine with people. Following other photographers or other industry professionals on Instagram and just interacting with their stories, it's a great way to build a relationship with them. The next tip is to prepare and practice. Create an elevator pitch and make sure you're practicing it. I know it feels so weird and uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the easier it is on the day of when you have to do it. You're used to it and you know what to say. Because a lot of people are going to ask what you do and about your business, things like that. So making sure what key points to highlight are super important. Um, Tip six is to find a networking buddy. Find another professional that you can go to these networking events with and work off of each other. It makes it a lot less intimidating when you have somebody with you that you can walk through these events with and know, hey, we can talk about these things and we can also help build each other up too and sell each other. Because a lot of times it's easier to talk about other people's businesses and hype them up than it is to talk about your own. The next thing you want to do is to embrace your introverted traits. A lot of time introverts excel at listening and observing and building deep and meaningful connections, which are really valuable at networking. So make sure you are working off of those strengths and know you aren't feeling down about who you are because you do have strengths with being an introvert. Use those to the best of your abilities and really put yourself out there and do the best you can for networking. I highly recommend getting out there and networking. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for networking. I truly think that for me personally, moving away to college was a great way to step out of my comfort zone and help build the courage I needed to get out and talk to people. My mom jokes all the time that I was the kid who was afraid to walk across the room to throw away something in the trash can. And now I'm making thousands of dollars talking to people on planes. That's a completely true story. And I just hope this helps inspire you guys. And I don't mean that you have to be extroverted by any means. That's not in everybody's personality, and that's totally fine. It's not mine either. But if you can get out and network in smaller groups, that's a great way to do it. So I hope this helps you, and I can't wait to talk soon.